guys, if you haven't heard yet, we have a merch store now. It's got all kinds of cool stuff, like character shirts for each of the boys, our Ouroboros logo, the Ouroboros logo with all the boys, and that one can come on a jacket too. If you want to rep our sage wisdom of play to your you can get that on a shirt or a jacket, and our Roll for Focus pill bottle logo on a shirt or a mug. And we have so many ideas for the future too. So if you want to support us some more and get some cool swag, go to ttrpgswag.com/pages/rollforfocus and check it all out. 50% of all profits go straight to us, while the other 50% go to TTRPG Swag for hosting and helping. Thanks!
Hello, everybody! Welcome to Roll for Focus.
Okay, fucking Dracula.
It's spooky time.
Oh, man.
With me, I have...
Mars! Pronouns he, him. Oh, my God.
You got distracted by being silly on your name and forgot your pronouns again.
Unless you want to change
Unless you're back to he, him.
I mean, as much as I keep doing it, possibly. But yeah, no, pronouns he, they.
There you go.
I'll be playing Penny, the Fool.
I'm Cody, pronouns she, they, and I'm playing Calvin Ulrich, the socialite. His pronouns are he, him.
I'm Artemis, pronouns they, them. I'm playing Noah Taylor, the detective, pronouns he, him.
And I'm really disappointed only Mars joined me in the spooky space. Mars is my favorite. And I'm Emily, pronouns they, them.
So spooky.
Yeah, pronouns? Terrifying if you ask some people.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Slash, everyone! We finished Act 1 on a bit of a horrifying note.
As we do in a horror movie.
Yeah.
Our first 20 minutes of the horror movie that was probably gonna clock in around 2 hours of actual playtime is done. We've had our first murder, and only Penny was there to see it.
I didn't even see the murder.
Yeah, just see
the body.
see the body of poor Luke. Poor Luke.
Poor Luke.
His best friend.
But in between acts, people get to
Upgrade characters.
No one had to calm down or regain their luck because no one spent that, which we will explain a little bit more about luck when someone actually uses it.
If we remember.
But let's hear what everyone's Act 2 abilities are. Muzz.
Okay, so first of all, with our core ability, I got to upgrade mine by adding another option on my +1 skill die. I went ahead and chose Look for Clues, which is fitting since him and Noah work well together, and Noah's always looking for clues, apparently.
My core ability.
Yeah. So, other than that, I did choose 2 Act 2 abilities, first being Joker's Wild. At the start of each scene, I can copy an Act 1 ability held by another survivor in that scene. I have that ability until the end of the scene, but don't gain any of the features that increase my attributes or health, so it's just strictly abilities. And then I chose I got to choose an Act 2 ability from another archetype, which I'm going to be keeping hidden until it comes into play.
We don't even know what it is except Emery. So for Calvin, his influence core ability, I got to pick another thing that my influence applies, and we picked Inspire or Calm Others. And then his Act 2 abilities, he picked Damsel in Distress. When someone makes a check to keep you from harm, you can re-roll up to 2 of their dice. And we picked an ability that's just gain another positive trait, and that positive trait is Insightful. So he has so many traits. A basic character has 6 in total. 3 positive, 3 negative, but he's at 10 now.
Alright, Noah, we got to upgrade his clue ability, which is his core ability again. Added in now that I can ignore 1 clue penalty die. So hopefully when I start using clues, this will come into play. And then for Act 2, we picked Knowledge is Power. When you find a clue about the killer's whereabouts, past, or plans, erase 1 fear or 1 additional fear. And then the other one is called TikTok Clarice. I'm sure that's a reference to something, but I don't know.
Silence of the
Talk,
Lambs.
Clarice.
While in immediate danger, +1 skill dice to all smarts and will checks.
Funny thing, the only playbook I have played is the nerd, and that knowledge is power is also a nerd ability.
Neat.
There are a handful of abilities that are shared by playbooks.
I saw him while I was looking for my other ability.
That's one of the reasons Calvin never took the take ability from another playbook, because something out of the leader would have made sense for him, but the one that would have made sense is the one he could pick from Socialite anyway. So it's like, okay, never mind. That's how similar you are. You just have the same ability.
Which, Moz, just even though you're not telling us your new ability, since it came from another handbook, can you tell us what handbook it came from? Because we're not going to go looking it up.
None of us are familiar enough with the different archetypes to be like, I bet it was this one.
Okay. Yeah, I was a little worried about that, but yeah, that's fair. It's from the Virgin playbook,
And none of us have played that one, so we
No.
really don't know what's going on in that one.
which makes me question if Penny is actually a virgin and just plays
And it's just
into
all
the
talk?
Yeah,
The virgin does not actually have to be.
I know,
A
but
virgin, but it made you think
we
about
had
it.
the thought about it.
No, that's fair. And a reminder, all of our character sheets will be in a public to all post on our Patreon, which will be linked in the description. It will probably just be the final Act 3,
With everything.
yeah, not stair-stepped up over time for each act.
Yeah, we're a
but-
little late for that then.
No, yeah, it's fine. But it will be in a public to all. You do not have to be a patron to view it, but it'd be cool if you are. Post. So everyone can look at them and follow along and sort of figure out more of what the fuck we're talking about.
We do recommend you go check out the slash game, though. It's interesting.
Yes.
And I also recommend if you go and buy it, spend the extra like $10 to $12 on the specialized dice. They do have a converter system where you can use normal D6s. It's so much easier with the special dice.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine using normal D6s. That would take so much time.
Yeah, it's like a 1 equals a hit, a 2 equals a blank. Like, it has a little conversion chart for each of the 3 different types of dice. But having to sit there for 10 minutes and go, okay, no, this one was this one. Also, we have to roll each of them separately so we know which one are the skill dice, which one are the penalty dice, and which one are the bonus dice.
Or just have,
Different
multiple
colored
different
D6s, yeah.
Yeah. Which we could, as a D&D
As a D&D group, as a TTRPG group, we have plenty of dice, yes.
Yeah.
Of various types and colors.
Or even if you don't have ones of different colors, you have ones with pips and numbers. And
Yeah.
But also, the dice are just nifty.
They are nifty.
Oh,
They're
don't
Don't
fun.
you
Cool as hell.
want different clicky clacks?
And that fit aesthetically with Slash.
Yeah.
More dice is good dice.
Anyway, shall we begin?
Act 1, we got to our private island in the Bahamas. Everyone was chilling. Calvin proposed to Ben, and that put a real stick in the side for Noah, who was already not having a good time in regards to their relationship. They did a bunch of cool things in a montage situation. Went on a hike one day. Calvin, Penny, and Luke all kind of lagged behind because they all suck at physical activity.
Yeah.
And Penny decided to head back to the house while Calvin and Ben made their way back to the Overlook with May and Noah were waiting, and poor Penny found Luke's dead body on the patio of the house.
Yep.
And here we are in Act 2.
So, Penny, you're looking at your best friend. You look in horror. His throat is slit. It's still actively kind of slogging out blood. His eyes are open wide and they're dead. Like, there is no doubt in your mind that this is...
It's real. I know when it's fake.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think he screams. I think it's more of a silent fear.
I am gonna have you roll a resist fear
That's
check.
fair. So give me
Which is a will check. So,
Does masking hurt me here, or does it help me?
well, you're not masking in front of anybody.
Yeah.
And
I
what's
don't
your fear
think-
track?
It's a +1 bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think any of your...
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't think weak, stubborn, adaptable, or creative will help.
maybe weak, but
But
do
that was
mean
physically weak.
I was gonna say,
not
that was always
mentally
physically weak.
Okay.
Yeah. Mentally, he's a lot better. Kind of.
Because he masks.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
that's 3 hits and a opportunity.
Okay, so you do resist fear, and I think the opportunity is, while you don't scream, I think you do let out, like, a choked noise, and I think you're backing up, like, instinctually.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's leaving the area.
Yeah, you're backing up, and then all of a sudden, you're looking at your friend's dead body, and then you feel a hand from the front of you on your shoulders, and you hear, "Hey, Penny! Penny, are you okay? Penny, what is going on here, man?" And you snap out of it. And even though it was so real, you could smell blood. You could, like, all of your senses were telling you Luke was there in the chair dead. Luke is in front of you, perfectly fine. Not a mark on him. Very concerned, and there is nothing in the chair. There's no bloodstains, he's up, he's concerned, he's like, Penny, are you, what? Hello, Earth to Penny?
What?
Are you okay? I'm taking a nap, next thing I know, I hear a little squeak, and you're like, looking like you saw a ghost.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You know, just exhausted. You know, having to run up up the hill and then all the way back down. I figured you were down here by yourself, so like I had to like come check on you.
Oh, okay. Let's get you some water. You don't look so good. And with that opportunity, the opportunity is you know what you saw. And you know that obviously it wasn't real, but it wasn't like, oh, heat exhaustion. You know in your gut, you saw what you saw. And it wasn't like heat exhaustion, because heat exhaustion doesn't fucking do that. So that's your opportunity. You're not brushing it off in your mind like, oh, you know, maybe I'm just not feeling well. Your opportunity is you know with certainty in your heart.
Okay.
You saw what you saw, and it felt real. I mean, it wasn't, obviously. He's right in front of you.
Yeah.
But it's not something you're just going to brush off as, like, a moment of insanity. That's your opportunity.
We're going to brush it off in front of other people.
Yeah. But, yeah, your opportunity is you're not going to let your brain logic this. You're going to be like, that's weird. It's concerning. What the fuck? But, yeah, Luke brings you inside. You're his best friend. He's worried about you. You don't look well.
I'm fine.
You look like shit, man.
Well, like, why did you even go back down? Like, we were all headed up there.
Because I hate hiking.
I mean, fair, but
I turned around the first chance I got. I didn't even make it all the way up the hill. I went, like, 10 minutes, and then I went right back down. I just let you all get ahead. Because I didn't want, like, that kit puppy look from Ben, but I didn't want to go.
I mean, I get it. That's fair.
I have a sinking suspicion 10 minutes was not long enough to make the tracks that Penny saw. But I'm not there. I can't ask these questions.
Absolutely not.
I don't know if he's in the right mind to think of that
that's
right now
fair.
himself.
Cody wanted to know above board.
Yeah, but he kind of sits down, gives you an ice cold glass of water. He's like, talk to me, Lucky. He calls you Lucky because Lucky Penny.
Oh my god. I don't know, because this is slightly backtracking to when it happened. Could he have entered his higher state of mind?
I still feel like it's valid for you to disassociate because
that was pretty stressful.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, thinking clearly is definitely a down right now.
Yeah. So yeah, you enter your higher state of mind. Remind everyone what that is.
So it just says whether you light up or geek out, you can enter a higher state of mind in the horror until the director decides you come down. Mark 2 options, now 3, to the right with a +1 skill die, and then 2 with a -1 skill die to modify your checks. I can't add or remove more than 1 skill die with this ability. So I'm assuming that means I just can't.
Per roll, you
yeah.
can't be like, I find clues and do that. Like,
Yeah. So I have a +1 to subvert a horror cliche, remember basic facts, and look for clues. And then I have a -1 for keeping calm and thinking clearly, which is very fitting.
I'm gonna say for remember basic facts, go on and roll a smarts check.
Right now, okay.
So that means you get 3 skill dice, correct?
2.
You get 2 for your smarts, and then it's a +1
Yes.
for your.
Plus skill die. Yep. You're right.
Because I
and
fucked up when I played the fool with that one.
Where does the extra one come from?
My remember.
The core ability, one of his +1s, it's a +1 skill die.
Yeah.
I was using it as a +1 bonus die because I did not read the whole thing or didn't understand because that was our first playthrough.
Yeah. And skill and bonus is easy to mix up.
Yeah.
Would adaptable or creative help me? I don't think so, really. Honestly.
Not in this, especially because I don't feel like you're very adaptable right now because
No.
you're in a
You're
dissociative
dissociating, yeah.
episode.
Okay, just making sure none of my other abilities help me here. That's 2 hits and 2 setbacks.
Yes.
Okay, so with your hits, it does occur to you in this moment that if he says he went down after 10 minutes, there's no way that footprint was his. Because that was not 10 minutes up, that was...
Hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
He'll keep that to himself for now.
yeah, well, especially because you're in your higher state, you can't really... You're full dissociating.
Yeah.
I think interacting with others is one of your...
No, it's
No,
just keep
okay.
calm and
That
think
was one of
clearly.
Avery's.
That was
I
one
would
of
say
my-
that is an option. Deal with people was one, but he did not take that.
Yeah.
Because, like we talked about, his dissociating is just like his masking on steroids.
Yeah. So it's like you can still interact, you're just not...
Not all there.
Yeah.
It's kind of running on autopilot.
Yeah.
I think your setback...
2 setbacks.
Yeah, one of your setbacks is going to be... Luke is very concerned about you right now.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, he's not going to trust your logic right now. Because he thinks something's up. He's your best friend. He knows what happens when you dissociate. He knows you don't think clearly. He also knows that you catastrophize things and you exaggerate things. So he's just not going to be trusting your word on things right now with your state. So any charm roll you make regarding Luke is going to have a penalty die.
Okay. So.
And
then
I
the second
think
one.
your other penalty is that you are very scared right now. You've succeeded your,
My fear.
your fear. That doesn't mean you're not afraid. It just means,
You're
Yeah.
not as afraid as you could be.
yeah, you're kind of shell-shocked right now because none of this makes any sense. So you also will take a penalty to your next resist fear roll. Not because you're like in this panic, but because
You're already rattled. So
Yeah.
something else might just push you over the edge.
Okay.
that seem fair?
Yeah, that's fine. We're supposed to be subverting tropes because that's what he does. But he's like, no, let's go look, as in myself, to be alone. I think a lot of it is he's trying to come up with some excuse to go on. Like, just he wants to be left alone.
Yeah.
Maybe even just go up to his room. He's like, it's fine. I'm just going to go lay down, just rest my eyes.
Yeah, that's probably good. Tell me if you need me, okay, Lucky?
All right. And yeah, he'll go up to his room.
We totally didn't get a little scene of the killer running upstairs when you were out there
Nope.
looking at Luke's body.
Nope.
Not
Hey,
that I remember
for all
that.
we know is that was a hallucination and it was just Luke going upstairs. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Maybe, yeah.
And this is such a big house. He could be on any floor. It doesn't mean he's in Penny's room.
What? Bye, Penny.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Don't even get to use your secret ability. Just go straight into the after death mechanics.
But Penny,
Mm-hmm.
as you go to your room, give me another smarts check. I'm gonna say this qualifies as looking for clues.
Okay, so I get
Even
a
if you're
plus
not
one.
actively doing it, I feel like you're very hyper aware right now, and you're looking for like explanations.
I think a lot of that is like he wants to be looking for something to make sense of
Yeah.
what he saw, especially now that he has clue of footprint and scene of death.
Yeah.
So like I would have argued that myself as well. Would creative help me? As in, like, looking for creative ways, like, clues? I don't know.
If anything, I think adaptable.
Adaptable, okay.
Because you can kind of think on your feet and adjust your looking.
Okay. And then... those cancel each other out. So it is a hit and a opportunity.
So a hit doesn't meet the DC.
Which is understandable.
But your opportunity is going to be you kind of sit down, and I think you maybe go to your bag to, like, get something to help calm you down.
Mm-hmm.
The ambi.
Yeah,
Pop
the
an
ambi.
Yeah.
And you notice, what is something you brought that could most easily be used as a weapon that you didn't have with you on the hike? Like, I know you had your tripod.
Another tripod.
A sharper tripod.
Yeah, it's got the spikes to dig into the ground.
Why he didn't bring that one, we don't know.
It's for windy days, and it wasn't windy.
Maybe just like your camera bag itself, that like the camera goes in.
Fill it with rocks.
Well, or like a hard-sided case to protect your camera. That would be
Yeah,
a
a
pretty
hard
good,
case.
A
even
shell
empty.
case, yeah.
pretty good bludgeoning weapon.
Or it could be something not camera related whatsoever.
I'm just trying to think of, would he bring like some sort of weapon with him?
Penny just brought a big dildo. No.
Totally wasn't planning on using it as a prank. No. I do like the idea of a hard case of just like filling it with like random shit to make it heavy and
Well,
vertical.
even just a hood case
Yeah.
would do a lot of damage.
Okay.
Obviously putting things in it would put more heft of it.
But you had your camera out to take pictures, so it wasn't in its shell case.
Yeah, we're not using
Yeah.
the camera as an actual weapon.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
you go to put your camera back and you realize your case is gone.
My case is gone.
And like, maybe you put it in a different bag. Maybe you put it in a different bag. So you go look in a different suitcase. No.
No,
You look
I
in
know
all
where
your
I put
suitcase.
my shit.
Yeah.
It's not there.
It's not here.
We're just reinventing the flail over here with this camera case.
Has that nice long shoulder strap. You just whip it
Yeah.
around and then smack someone with it.
Yep.
And that's not the only thing missing.
Oh, fantastic. What else is missing?
Your ambi's gone.
Fantastic. My ambies.
I feel like you keep some on you just in case.
Just in case they spur of the moment. Let's get in the puddle jumper and go over to the next island.
I feel like that's maybe like one or two.
Yeah.
Because we don't need many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's some hefty shit, yeah.
Yeah. So like he's got maybe like a little medicine case or something that he keeps in his pocket.
Yeah.
But the bottle is
But
gone.
the bottle is gone.
Yeah.
I feel like that enough is a worry of, hey, my medicine's gone. I know I had it here.
Yeah.
Who took my medicine?
That's real shitty prank, guys. Or if you're gonna get high with it, ask first. Like,
Like one or two is not a big deal. Like, I don't know. So, is he shitty enough to go look through other people's bags?
I mean, if someone took your ambi, man.
I feel like maybe go and... No, but he also wants to be...
Maybe ask Luke, and then if Luke says no, go look in everybody else's
Yeah, I was
bag.
going to say maybe talk to Luke first. And he's like, but I don't want to talk to Luke right now. I just saw him dead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just go talk to Luke and ask him, like, hey, have you seen... Well, actually, first, let's find him.
Yeah. Luke's
He's
just
dead
where
again.
you left him.
Okay, I was going to say, like, oh, no, he's went off and done his own thing. It's like, okay, well, he's not here anymore. But, yeah, so we'll go back downstairs, find him.
Yeah, Luke's just like having fucking pizza rolls.
So I feel like he puts his hand on his hip, like, kind of just, like, attitude-y of, like, you know, have you seen my Ambien?
No?
Somebody took it out of my bag.
What the fuck?
I know, it's a shitty prank for any reason.
Yeah, no. If I wanted your Ambien, I'd just ask you, man.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, I believe you.
Okay.
And he'll just walk off because, yeah.
Do you need help looking for it?
Nah, I got this. And yeah, he's gonna start just with the house of going through everyone's bags And then probably go out to the
Pool house
after.
Okay, so
Because that's May's stuff, and that makes him feel weird. And she's also scary.
It's like, it wasn't a panty raid, I swear. I wouldn't do that. Not to you.
all right. So you go look through Ben and Calvin's things.
I say he's also looking to see if things are like out of place, and
What is the thing Calvin would have bought that he does not have on him that is the most weapon-like?
Probably his ring light on its little stand, because he wouldn't have dragged that hiking. But I can't think of anything else that would be weapony.
Yeah.
Because he's not Noah. He didn't bring books on
Fucking
vacation.
yes, but
he
And I'm guessing
he
he
uses
has a-
gel. Thank you. No need for hairspray. Yeah, he has a Swiss Army knife on him.
yeah. Okay, so you go in Ben's and Calvin's room. Actually, this is gonna be a notice detail or look for clues.
Okay, so look for clues.
And you are still in your higher state.
You're still disassociating.
If anything, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
We're being assigned guilty and absentee.
Yep.
Calvin and I.
Oh, that is 4 hits and a
Ooh.
setback.
Damn. Okay.
Nice.
So, with your hits, you realize Calvin's ring light, which was definitely set up because he probably did like a video earlier, probably not this morning because he was fucking his fiance, but like
That doesn't mean a video wasn't made. What? Anyway.
I thought you didn't want that out and about,
It didn't say he was posting it.
but people could raid your phone.
But you realize his ring light's gone, and then you also look, and Ben's guitar case is empty.
Not his guitar.
It's his most effective weapon, and you're pretty sure that he didn't bring it on him with the height. Like, it's Ben, so he might have, but you're pretty sure he didn't.
But like he would have just brought it with its case then.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you'd remember somebody carrying a guitar.
And again, the case would have been the most
Yeah, but
effective
he's
way
not
to
thinking clearly right now, so I'm
Fair.
playing into that with his
Yeah.
Fair,
higher
fair.
state.
Maybe he just wanted to be that dude that plucks on the guitar on the whole fucking trip up.
No, he wanted to serenade
Just
you.
wonderwalling all the way up.
He wanted to serenade you once you got to the Overlook.
See, that's fine. I was trying to find an excuse of why he wouldn't have his case to carry
yeah.
it to the Overlook.
That's fair. Yeah, just wonderwalling all the way up.
God.
Everyone, the three of us are just like, fuck it, I can. He's like,
Yeah, and apparently
As
giving
he's
you
just-
a piggyback as well.
I got to play the guitar while he was piggybacking me. It was still in front of him.
That makes sense, of course.
He still had the strap on, but I was holding it while we were walking.
I feel like just the strap would be in front of his face if you're trying to hold it on while you're piggybacking.
It's up at his chest, kind of thing.
But yeah.
And your setback.
My setback.
I think while you are disassociating, you can disassociate and panic at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I think your setback is you're getting more and more panicked and more paranoid about what's happening. And for that, I think you already have a penalty to your thinking clearly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for the next roll, you're just going to have a penalty in general because you're not thinking clearly is affecting you so much. So unless it is something that you specifically get your extra skill die to,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be taking a penalty die. Because I'm not going to kneecap your higher state of mind like that. But if it is not something covered by your higher state of mind...
Well, you could also say instead of...
Like, he can still have his extra skill die, but still have a penalty die.
Okay,
but
then
I
yeah.
could just say that thinking clearly or think clearly is starting to overtake and would subvert these.
Yeah.
So instead of it's a -1 instead now. On the
Whatever
next one.
you think is more fair. Either add a penalty die to your next roll no matter what it is, or it's taking over your other thing.
I would say I like the idea of he's starting to freak out more, therefore he's losing his additives and is actually just taking the kneecap.
Okay, I didn't want to kneecap your higher state of being.
But that is part of the higher
This
state
is
of
also
mind.
just
You
like,
do
the
get-
next roll.
You did get minuses to that check as well. If you use one of the things, you get a -1 skill die to 4.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to feel too harsh for only one penalty.
No,
Right.
that's fine.
But again, it's just the next roll.
I also
But yeah,
just
whatever
like hurting my
roll you
characters.
make is going to be as if it is a thinking clearly roll.
Okay.
I think that's fair. But yeah, and then you go and you check Noah's room.
Yep. I also think it's starting to get to the point where he's not attempting to put things back.
Yeah.
He is just tearing through your
You're
shit.
just rifling through our rooms.
Yeah.
I'm not finding anything. I feel like once he's gone through everything, he's going to start searching the entire house as well.
But yeah, go ahead and give me a roll and just treat it as a thinking clearly roll. Because it'll be to see if anything's missing from Noah's room.
Okay. Well, then it's just going to be a one singular die. I got an opportunity. That's it.
Yeah, so you don't notice anything missing from Noah's room, but that doesn't mean it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, your opportunity isn't going to take place right now,
Okay.
but know that I know what your opportunity is, and it will take place in the pool house.
Actually, since I failed the roll, can I just do that as fooling around?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I want to get this before Act 3.
So you don't get an opportunity now because you marked that off?
Yeah, I'm just marking it off
Yeah.
instead.
When you fail a roll with opportunities, you can sacrifice those opportunities to nick that.
Which I'm
trick.
at 3 of 5.
Nice.
But yeah, you're heading to the pool house.
Yep, once everyone's room has been looked through.
I was about to say, you're
He
not going to
attempted-
tear apart Luke's room.
No, I told him I trust him.
That's fair.
And I did ask him specifically. I did attempt to put your guys' room back together. Unfortunately, no, your room is a disaster, as he did tear through all your shit.
And are you just looking through bedrooms for now, or are you looking through the whole house and then the pool house?
I think first it's people's, where they're staying.
That's fair.
Because if one of you took it, that's shitty. And then it'll be go back, okay, they must have hid it somewhere in the house.
Which is even shittier, and I'm more mad now.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
So it's, this makes sense. Oh, they're fuckers. Yeah, so yeah, he's going to the pool house.
Yeah, you go in the pool house. It's unlocked, which you're pretty sure May said she locked it. No, it's fine. And you go in.
You saying that like I would remember that right now.
Yeah, which is why
It's
you
fine.
don't
Yeah.
pay it any mind. You're not thinking clearly. And you go in, and you hear noise coming from the bedroom. And we go to the top of the overlook.
Or I imagine Cal is still gently comforting Ben, who's like, this sounded like a good idea, but now we're up really high.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a beautiful view.
I was taking pictures.
Yeah. And like also low key, if it's your kind of jam, great for cliff diving.
Interesting.
So there's a body of water beneath us?
Yes. Yes. It's not like the ocean.
then? No, yeah, it's just like a little lake
Yeah.
pond thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah.
But it looks deep enough that if you wanted to.
Yeah. Cal was not fucking doing that. Well, that is not his fear. It doesn't sound like fun.
I was about to say, Noah's not interested in that. He knows how deep the pool is. We don't know exactly how deep that is.
So like after Ben gets calmed down a little bit, and if it's like a just put your head between your knees, breathe a little bit, Cal will take some pictures.
Yeah. And then in his distress, all of a sudden, Ben goes, "Hey, wait a minute! You did have a secret!"
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I didn't want to share that one at the time.
That's fair. But it was a good question.
It was a good question. And I did have one really big secret. Yes, baby, I did. Cal just kind of comes over, kisses the top of his head, takes advantage of the fact he's sitting down and is shorter than him for once.
You take some beautiful pictures. I think for your picnic, you scoot a little bit more away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
From the edge, yeah.
Yeah.
Still, once Ben's calmed down a little bit, get some selfies in,
Is there a trail down to the lake or whatever is down
Yeah.
there? Oh, I'm going to print that out. We can head down that trail if we want to go check out the lake.
I would like to go down.
I know, baby. It's okay. Well, we will.
Okay, down to the lake, or do you want to go back to the house?
The lake is good.
Doesn't hurt to scope things out. We're already here. I don't want to hike all the way back just yet.
Come on, Calvin. It's good exercise for you.
No. This is not how I like to do cardio.
Yeah, we know how you like to do cardio.
Ben looked up. Oh, me, I'm Cardia.
Yes, baby.
Rolls his eyes. It's a little stupid.
We're leaning into the himbo just a little bit.
I think because he's so scared, he's not like he's himbo adjacent. He's not always super himbo. But I think when he's this scared,
He's like, oh god, we're so high up. Oh god, we're so high up. They said something. Oh right, yeah, that. Yeah, I got that reference. Oh god, it's so high up. Yeah.
yeah, because he does mechanically. He is the stupidest one of the group.
Do you have a 1 in smarts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. That's okay, Ben.
He's just not book smart. It's fine.
But he has a 3 in charm and tough. So really,
know?
who's the winner here?
Calvin.
Certainly not Noah.
Can you guys remind me of your phobias real quick?
Scorpions and electrocution.
Reptiles, specifically snakes, and claustrophobia.
Okay.
Which is part of one of the reasons he did not want to dive down. Because, don't know where I'm landing in water.
Water snakes are a thing.
Water snakes are a thing. Could be smaller once you get deeper than it is. No, just all of it's bad.
That's why Noah doesn't want to dive down. Like, the pool says 12 feet or whatever it is here at the edge. That doesn't say that in the lake.
But you guys head down, and you both kind of look to the left.
Anyway.
And I need you both to make resist fear checks because Noah, you see a huge ass scorpion, not like, a giant or anything, but for a scorpion, pretty hefty. And Kelvin, you see a big snake coming and slithering right towards you.
The scorpion coming at me?
It's heading your way.
I'm assuming none of my shit comes into play.
I feel like no.
Okay, alright, go ahead. Sorry to remind me of what we roll with resist fear.
Will check with your fear track.
Okay, so I've got 2 to will and a +1 bonus.
I also have 2 to will and a +1 bonus.
But we don't add anything for phobia specifically.
No, that affects DC.
The only reason you would add it is if you'd be making the fear check whether or not it involved your phobia. So, like, say, yes, you're afraid of fish, but if a shark was coming at you, anyone would have that fear whether you're afraid of sharks or not. So then you would add your phobia, you would add a penalty dice for your phobia because you'd be rolling this fear check whether you were afraid of sharks or not.
Okay. Is this something where I add in the TikTok Clarice? How do you
Clarice.
Clarice. It is Clarice. I don't.
Yes.
I want to put an S in there, so whenever time I see the C, I'm confused. While in immediate danger, +1 skill dice to all smarts and will checks.
You think you're in immediate danger, so yeah.
Skill is red. Okay.
I got a hit and an opportunity.
So mark a fear.
Yep.
I got 4 hits and 2 setbacks. That's what those are.
Yes. Nice.
And I did not add any clues because I don't have any clues right now. I haven't gotten into the murder.
What murder?
I don't know. There's some murder happening.
There's a haunt. Maybe murder, maybe not murder.
Maybe.
Who's
yeah.
to say?
I haven't realized.
Schrodinger's murder.
I haven't realized I'm in the horror movie yet. I'm still having a great time, except for the
Less
scorpion.
great time right now.
Yeah.
But not horror movie time.
Nah.
Just we're in the wilderness time.
Okay, but I have 2 setbacks.
So yeah, you Oh, definitely scared. I feel like you hop back, not like quite into Ben's arms, but like...
No, yeah, it's definitely just like oh, geez, and like half behind him.
But your opportunity is, you notice you and Noah are looking at the same spot, and while you see a snake, and you're jumping back, Noah goes, scorpion!
Are you blind? That's a snake.
What the fuck is a scorpion?
That
You
is
see the stinger?
That is a fucking snake. That is a coiled up snake.
And when you look back, snake's not there.
Kind of.
It's a fucking scorpion. Keep it away. Where the fuck is my scorpion spray?
2 setbacks is that the scorpion... Oh, God, is that bigger than you thought it was? It seems like it's bigger now. And your other setback is it seems to have noticed you and is charging towards you.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, meanwhile, Calvin's just like, wait. He just sees nothing there now, right?
Nothing.
It's like, I guess I was seeing... No, there's nothing there.
Get away! And he is like running behind May or something.
He jumps into May's arms.
May catches you.
Kick it! Kick it!
There's nothing there to kick.
Do I still see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm retreating further away. What the fuck? Are you all blind?
I feel like Calvin's watching this and he moves forward, like sees where Noah's looking and just like steps into that spot. It's like there's nothing here.
And then it's not there.
Bud.
But, oh my God. It's crawling on you. It is crawling on you. It's on your leg. Make another resist fear check.
Can I argue my core ability of influence, of inspire or calm others?
Yeah. How does that work?
It just, whenever you make a check that invokes influence, roll twice. So I guess it would be a charm check on Noah?
Like, it's almost like a help
Sort
move?
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how we want to...
So what I'll do is, if you succeed this check, and I'll just have your charm check have to meet his fear DC. Mm-hmm. Which I feel like is a little higher because he thinks the scorpion is actively on him.
Yes. Can I argue both stubborn and confidant to Noah?
Yes.
As my bonuses.
But what I will say is that if you succeed this, he will get a bonus die.
Okay.
I feel like that's fair.
And I can scratch off my setback with a bigger scorpion and stuff now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first roll...
They were pretty immediate and instantaneous.
Just double checking.
First roll is 2 hits and 2 opportunities. I get to roll twice and take the preferred result.
I will tell you the DC is 3.
Okay. That is 1 hit and 2 opportunities. So obviously I would like to take my first roll. And let's see. Do I have anything else that would help?
You're like, I want to turn one of these opportunities into a hit.
Or can I burn a luck for a hit?
You can burn a luck for a hit.
I will burn a luck to hit that 3rd hit, so that will be 3 hits and 2 opportunities.
So to explain luck, everyone starts the adventure with a certain amount of luck. This adventure, they started with 6 luck. Luck can be used for a variety of things. It can be used like we just used it to increase a roll. But it can also be used like, say you can change the scene. So say you're like in a locked room with no windows. You can be like, if I spend 2 luck, can there be a window? And then that's up to the director's discretion if that's enough luck, if it, Name your price. The director will tell you the price they think is fair for such a thing. Obviously, there are some improbabilities. Like the book,
the book itself says you're not going to find a machine gun in the attic unless you're in Alabama, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of Calvin, like in the spot. It's like, look, but there's nothing here. Just take a breath, calm down. It's okay. There's not a scorpion here. And I know you already said one of my opportunities, or if I succeeded, they get a bonus die on their resist fear. I also have authoritative. When you give honest advice or commands, survivors get +1 bonus die on their next roll to follow it. As
okay,
well.
Yeah. So you have 2 bonus die automatically
to try to resist this scorpion fear.
Okay. So I've got my 2 will, 2 bonus from Calvin.
Yes.
Is this still in, I feel like I'm in immediate danger, add a skill dice?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to add a penalty dice for clumsy.
Yes.
Because I think this thing is fucking on me now. I'm probably not
and then
well balanced.
Anything from your fear track, which still has
+1 bonus.
So
Like
you're
that.
you're maxed out on bonuses now.
That kind of. Then I can't add in my like my perceptive for my
Nah.
traits then for a bonus. And this I don't. Okay, that's only with speed checks. This is not a speed check. All right, guys, let's see how I do. Not well.
3 hits.
3 hits,
Which is the DC.
hey, 3 blanks, and then a opportunity and a setback that cancel each other out.
Which is good because I think I would have had, if you rolled a setback, I would have had it be that you fall and that ankle gets worse.
Whee! I already have a bad ankle.
You get the piggyback ride from Ben back.
I'll take the piggyback ride from May.
But yeah, I do think you still fall just because you are clumsy, and I want to honor that.
Yeah, like I'm shaking my leg trying to get it off. I probably fall on my ass.
Yeah, but you don't hurt yourself or anything.
And then
Other than the normal hurt that would come from falling when you have a tweaked
Mm-hmm.
ankle. But you do suddenly not feel like it's crawling on you, and you're like, okay, you're able to think logically, like, okay, if there was a scorpion, it suddenly was just behind me. That a teleporting scorpion, that's terrifying, but not real.
And also, your friends wouldn't be so shitty to gaslight you into saying there's not a scorpion there if there was.
Yeah,
Especially knowing they're dangerous and we're in the middle of nowhere.
yeah, and knowing I'm fear of them anyways.
Yeah. So you're like, oh, that's okay.
I think he's sitting on the ground all tense and just scared but looking confused at the same time as he kind of like fully reprocesses the scene, and he's kind of like staring at his leg where the scorpion was. Like, I swear there was a scorpion there. There was a scorpion on me.
I get that. I felt the
Did
same
I
way.
kick it off? Was there really a scorpion? What?
There
You saw
was-
the scorpion? You didn't see the scorpion.
I did not see the scorpion. I saw a snake, and then I didn't see a snake. So I'm still not sure if there was a snake or not, but I never saw a scorpion.
I didn't see a snake or a scorpion.
May, did you see a scorpion?
Or a snake.
No, I would have stepped on either because I know how you two are about it.
That's fair. Love you for that.
Yeah.
Just kind of crouches down in front of Noah. It's like, you...
I think he's like brushing his
No,
pants. It's like constantly like.
gives you some personal space, but it's kind of like, so you focus on him a little bit, just kind of eye to eye. It's just, we're all good. We're all good. Just breathe. Nice and slow.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of offers you a hand to help pull you up.
He'll take it.
It's like, all right. That sucked for everybody.
Are you okay, Noah?
I mean, my ankle and my ass hurts, but yeah, I think.
I think Ben kind of hesitantly kind of gives you a
Small pat.
Yeah. He doesn't stop it or anything, but it's kind of like. It's not an insincere smile, but it's definitely kind of more of a forced smile. He knows Ben is trying, and he appreciates that. It's just.
You're also stressed the fuck out right now
Yeah.
on top of all of your normal issues.
Yeah.
I think May falls into step with you because, like, yeah, you were freaked out, but you have Ben. So, since you're not feeling too steady, I think May, like, slows down and walks in step with you.
I think I'm going to spray some scorpion repellent on my, like, pant legs down near my shoes.
Fair enough.
fair.
Yeah. I feel like scorpion repellent is a little bit more like bug spray versus like bear spray where you spray the bears.
Yeah.
Pepper spray for bears, yeah.
Yeah, but I think scorpion repellent is going to be more like bug sprays that you
Yeah.
maybe not necessarily you're supposed to put it on yourself like you can, but you really shouldn't do a lot, but more like spray an area. And
Yeah,
keep the
because
scorpions
it
out.
exudes like a pheromone that they avoid sort of thing.
Yeah.
Should we say we've had enough fun for today and head back? Or at least...
I kind of wanted to brag to Luke and Penny about reaching this cool lake, but yeah, no, I'm with my ankle. I don't know if I should risk that.
No, that's fair.
Should the ankle problem go down in wounds?
It's not a full-on
Not a full-on
wound
wound
at
yet.
the moment. It's not
I would have
affecting-
made it a wound if
if they'd gotten setbacks and it did get proper tweaked.
Yeah.
But right now, it's just like how my ankle tweaks. It's annoying, but it doesn't truly hinder anything at the moment.
I mean, story-wise, Noah's ankle was rebuilt because he got in a car accident where it was just crushed. So
Yeah.
he's got a it's a little bit of a wonky ankle anyways, but yeah, like Cody said, maybe just it's not so bad beyond that right now.
Yeah.
But probably easier to get that way.
Yeah, which is why I kind of chose the ankle.
Yeah.
You guys, I feel like you're both getting piggybacks from May and Ben, respectively.
For now, Calvin's fine. They had
Yeah.
their breather. They had lunch. Like, he can walk down right now.
Yeah, I think Noah's willing to walk right now.
Okay,
we just
May is at
find
least-
him like a big stick. He can use like a walking stick or
Yeah.
something.
May is for
scorpion
once
smacking
not
stick.
Yes.
the fastest of everyone and sort of is keeping in step with Noah. Ben is keeping in step with Calvin. As you guys head down, and it's so... The snake looked so real, Calvin.
I know.
Like, you could even, like... hear the subtle
he's
snake
still sure it
noises.
just slithered off. Like, he's still sure there was a fucking snake and it just slithered off.
And again, and Noah, you saw the scorpion. You heard the noises associated with a scorpion. And you felt that scorpion on your leg. Like, that wasn't in your... It'd be one thing to think you saw a scorpion, but, like, all your other senses were confirming.
That I had a scorpion on me, yeah.
Yes.
Do I get a big stick?
You get a big stick.
Yay, I get a big stick.
Speak softly, carry big stick, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Walking sticks are great anyways. I probably should have had this earlier before we started out.
There's just weren't as many good sticks closer to the house.
We've been spending most of our time on the beach, too.
Exactly. So you've got some like shitty driftwood. That's about it.
Oh, you know me and my shitty driftwood. I just love it so much.
Hey guys, we wouldn't be able to do this podcast without the support of our listeners. If you'd like to support us even more, you should head over to Patreon and check us out there at patreon.com/rollforfocuspodcast. You'll get all kinds of cool stuff like our hyperfocus episodes that release on our off weeks, where we talk about the episodes and our thoughts and predictions about the future of the show, insights into our character backstories, or us playing games in and out of character. Want to suggest an NPC or a magic item for Emery to give us in the world? You can do that too, and so much more. And we're enacting our first Patreon stretch goal. When we get to 50 Patreon subscribers, no matter the tier, Emery is going to run a one-shot where we play a group of adventurers that run into the ancestors before they became the world-saving heroes we know now. Even more fun, patrons will be able to pitch character concepts we'll choose from to build our one-shot characters. You can join for as little as $1 a month, and every dollar we make goes right back into producing our podcast with the hopes we can improve and make it everything our listeners deserve. Thanks!
Back at the pool house, Penny,
Ba, ba, ba. Anyway.
you hear a noise coming from the bedroom. May's still up at the lookout, like an hour away. And Luke is in the living room.
We're supposed to be subverting tropes here.
Maybe you should, like, listen to figure out what kind of noise it is. Is it, like, you're hearing music in there? Maybe you may left the tape on.
I mean, the first thing is, like, yeah, what kind of noises does it sound like?
You hear like rustling and things moving around.
So
I mean,
somebody going through, oh my
Hey,
god, it's future me.
but like, hey, an animal could have gotten in.
Yeah.
Especially because you're not thinking clearly.
Yeah. Is
where
there
your
like
sheep
a
went.
thing that I can get that's around that can be used as a weapon to fight off an animal?
I
Sure,
mean, there's a
lamp
kitchen
or something, yeah.
Oh, if it's a pool house, maybe they have one of the pool nets that you, like, go direct...
Flap!
Well, if it's like an animal...
Yeah, if it's an animal, you can catch it in the
Oh,
net.
that's
In the
true.
net,
That's true. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good idea.
If you're going on the assumption it's an animal.
Yeah, because like my first thought was like chair. Whack.
No, I was thinking, like, one
So,
of those
yeah,
long pool
it's-
sticks with the net that you
Yeah,
can, like,
that's a
sneak
good
in
idea.
and
It's
out.
one of those that has like a metal handle, a net. Yeah.
The square face with the net in it, yeah.
And I feel like to start it off, is it like a door handle to like push and like kind of?
Yeah.
Can I use the end of it to like have some length away, so just
Yeah.
in case the animal doesn't jump out at me,
Yeah.
to kind of push the door open,
Yeah.
and then like push it open and flip it around and be like ready to catch the animal.
You
Yeah.
can push it open with the net in.
Yeah, yeah. But I was just thinking the net hand for
Yeah, that would be
opening the
difficult
door.
to like press the handle down and push with that
That's-
side.
Well, It's a hard plastic rim.
I know.
Yeah.
You think he's adept at using a net in this creative fashion?
Hey, he's
I am
creative.
creative and adaptable, so maybe.
With a whole one tough.
So yeah, and he'll push it open and get ready to catch whatever's. I feel like he also does bring it down on whatever it is that's in there.
I'm gonna laugh. You're gonna bring it down on the killer's head.
What, Scooby Doo?
Just like, oh shit, then pull it down. So he goes, whap.
You bring it down. And I feel like you were kind of just assuming it was right in the door, so maybe you don't automatically bring it down on the... what's in there?
Yeah.
Because you just sort of opened whapped, and if whatever it is...
Gets caught on the fucking door, just like, whack. Shit.
But because of that, the person was kind of further in the room, so... I mean, the animal.
The animal, yes.
The noisemaker.
Yeah.
The noisemaker.
But just picturing
you bring
one of
it
those that
down,
you
and
spin
it kind
around.
of just goes on the floor because there wasn't just a little raccoon just waiting there to be caught.
Are there raccoons on the bottom?
I was about to say, I wouldn't assume it's a
Probably
raccoon.
not.
I don't fucking
Maybe
think
a
that hard.
monkey.
Yeah.
Are there monkeys in the Bahamas?
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's animals.
Some
Yeah.
nuisance critter.
I just keep imagining iguanas in it. If iguana ever gets into the house, Calvin's just like noping the fuck out.
I caught an iguana.
Keep it the fuck away from me.
But what you see, dressed in all black, having a black hat, you see him from the back. He has kind of long, dark brown hair, stands up, little over 6 foot, not as tall as Ben, but taller than probably anyone else in your friend group.
Mm-hmm.
And his hand, he's wearing a black glove. No, that's not a glove. His right hand is just completely black, whereas that is clearly not his complexion,
Yeah.
given like his other hand and his neck that you can kind of see. And it goes, you just hear a smooth drawl, a voice you don't recognize. Well, I should have known it would have been you first, Penny. Always sticking your nose in places it ain't supposed to be.
Well, shit.
He warned me about that.
I feel like it's like, okay, flight or fight response. I am a flightless. No, I am a flightful bird. Of just
Before
throwing
you do,
in.
he turns around, and from his hand, you can't really see his face from the
glove.
the hat,
The hat.
kind of down over his eyes, but
The
you do
head
see like the bottom of, nose down, and you see that some of his face seems to have that blackness
Like
too.
scarring.
It's just black. It looks almost like it's encroaching on his face and taking over a bit more. But it is just black.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even scarring. It is like,
Someone painted Vanta black on his face.
yeah.
Okay.
He reaches out with that completely
I feel
dark
like
black
immediate
hand,
response is throwing the net at him to run.
and electricity comes from it. Give me a moment.
Die here, guys.
I mean, if he's making an attack, you get to dodge.
And again, like you keep saying, you're supposed to be subverting horror
I
shows.
am, yes, but like he
But
is.
dissociation's a bitch.
Yeah, all of my abilities that are like, oh, it goes against this, it goes against this. He's like, no, we're gonna play into them now. And it's like, you can't use any of your abilities then, dude.
Maybe now that you know there's something horrible going on, though, you'll kind of realize.
Be like, oh, we are in a horror movie now.
Let's get rid of these tropes.
Yeah.
Wonder how much damage Lightning Hand does.
Too much.
It's gonna fucking hurt. Hey, at least you go through your current health and then your max health before you die.
Mm-hmm.
How many of what dice do you need?
I need 3 skill die.
Ooh.
That's 4 hits.
Holy shit.
So,
And I need to roll a dodge.
which is a speed check.
And will weak play into fucking me over?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Could I argue adaptable and creative to help him, though?
Let me adaptably dodge.
I feel like adaptable for sure.
Okay.
So there's your 2 for speed.
I don't feel like he's thinking clear enough that he's in any way
There.
being super creative
Oh.
in his methods. Unless there's something...
Do you want to argue think clearly is going to hurt me here?
I think it might.
And on top of that, let me double check to make sure I don't have...
It's not a penalty, it's a minus skill die.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just a -1. And then on top of that, that's height related, penalty D.
I think you've already rolled your
fear.
treat next roll as a think clearly roll.
Yeah,
which we're
that's
doing
what I
this
did.
anyway.
I still have a penalty die on next fear and another one on I get a bonus die for
The next height related,
Yeah.
but non.
I just think this is closely associated enough with thinking clearly that it...
No, that's fair.
It's fitting, yeah.
Because you got caught off guard. Ooh, that's a setback.
I
and
got a
nothing
setback
else.
and nothing.
that's
So that's a
crit.
crit
Crit
success
Oh no!
from Lightning Man.
hit.
You're getting roasty toasted, my guy.
That's 7 damage.
Oh my god.
That was like nearly all of your
No.
health.
No, you take 7.
I take 7 damage. I don't know why I wrote that.
That should be a 2 now.
And here's the fun thing about this ability.
Are you paralyzed now?
If it hits, they may immediately make another fight roll
Oh.
just with 1 less skill die and the penalty stacks. So it's just 2 skill die this time.
For me?
No, for
Oh, okay.
to roll another attack. They're still right in front of you.
And you still need a
Oh,
dice
yeah.
tray.
I need to give you my dice tray back. Your dice tray.
So yeah, it's just immediate. You get shocked once, you kind of, you don't dodge it, you kind of fall down and immediately charging up again. 2 hits and an opportunity.
Oh my god.
Can he roll another dodge?
Yeah.
I don't need those. I need the...
Trey.
We need to find you a tray.
I should have brought mine.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
A hit.
I got a single hit.
So at least it's not a crit this time.
Which means,
It's
yeah,
just-
the
It's
attacker wins on it.
The attacker wins. Because
So
you got
it's-
2 hits, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
only got 1 hit.
So the attacker wins. They're still going to do their damage.
Base damage,
Yeah.
but it's not a crit.
Which is 4.
Oof.
I feel like we should explain health a little bit.
Yes.
Yes.
So everybody has a maximum health. In Noah's case, it's 10.
Mine was 9.
And I think Calvin's is 9 as well.
Calvin's is also 9, yes.
So you go through, so you start, with 9 out of 9 or 10 out of 10, whatever it is. And you drop it down as you take damage. So now Penny is at 0 out of 9, but with it going further than that, right?
You have your current health and your max health. When you start taking damage, first you take out of your current health. And then once you hit 0 in that, you start taking it out of your max health. And I'm trying to find the rules about being downed because I don't remember if it's something of once your current health is down. Yeah, if your current health is at 0, you become downed and any damage reduces your max health. When that's 0, you're dead for good. Your health is written as current/max. Gaining wound down. If your current health is 0, you're downed. You can only move by crawling, get no free movement each turn of combat. You also treat your tough and speed as 0 and your will and smarts as 0 for checks that require physical movement. When you take damage in this state, reduce your maximum health by that amount. This includes the damage that downed you. So if you were at 1 out of 11 health and take 3, you will now be at 0.9. When you're downed, you become unstable and slowly succumb to your wounds. At the start of each turn, make a will check. The DC equals 1 plus the number of turns you've been unstable. For each hit you're below the DC, reduce your maximum health by 1. If that reaches 0, you're dead. Sometimes you can't afford to spend your turn down on the floor with 0 tough and speed. In this case, you can choose to push through it before rolling your will check to increase the DC by 1. Whether you succeed or fail, you can make 1 movement and use your normal tough, speed, will, or smarts on 1 check before the start of your next turn, instead of the 0 from being downed. So you figgity fucked up right now.
So here's the bad news, but there is good news. Bad news is it has one more shot on you for this electricity move. And other bad news is unless you push through it, you can't dodge right now.
And he's more. I honestly think the shock of that all
No
threw
pun
him.
intended.
Yeah, threw him on his back, and he's winded. He's out. I honestly don't think he can push through. Like, honestly, like.
But the good news
Because you physically can't crit.
I physically cannot crit on you.
No, so I won't die.
How come physically can't crit?
A crit roll is 3 hits above the DC.
Yeah.
So since he can't dodge, the DC is effectively 0, and 1 skill die can only give you a max of 2 hits.
Yeah, so like no matter what, you're taking 4 damage because the DC is 0. So if I roll nothing, I hit because you're not dodging.
Yeah.
So
Can't.
What if you just roll an opportunity?
It's still 0.
it's still a 0.
It still hits. Yeah.
If it's a setback, he misses.
Yeah, if it's a setback, but it's an opportunity.
Yeah, he got an opportunity.
So you take 4 more damage.
You real fucked up right now. You're gonna have some dope Lichtenberg scars. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Thanks. You know, if I survive.
If you survive.
That's the important thing, is I'll still look hot with my cool scarves.
With your cool fractal scars.
But yes, technically it is your turn now.
I mean, I can't really do anything other than attempt to crawl away.
Which your speed is 0 while you are down. If I
Unless
recall.
you try to push through it.
I thought there was something about crawling.
If your current health is 0, you're downed. You can only move by crawling, get no free movement. Each turn of combat, you will also treat your tough and speed as 0 and your will and smarts as 0 for checks that require physical movement. Okay, yeah. The best you can do is crawl.
So yeah, he is. I feel like he rolls over and does start trying to crawl to the exit. Because, like, you know, what is he gonna do? He can't fight. Like,
Yeah. So I think at this point, just kind of slowly coming after you. And what's the rule with the injuries? And you have to roll like a will check to.
Let's see.
oh yeah, I
While
need a will.
unstable, make a will check each turn.
Yeah, at the start of each turn, make a will check. This DC equals 1 plus the number of turns you've been unstable. For each hit you're below the DC, reduce your max health by 1. So basically, you have to roll a will check and get at least 1 hit right now.
Yeah, I don't think anything. Oh, does weak hurt me? Yeah.
Well, it's a will check. It's not a physical thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it won't hurt you then.
Okay.
So yeah, it's 1 plus the number of turns you've been unstable.
Yes, so 2. You need at least 2 hits.
We should have grabbed another dice tray.
I don't have another one. And I don't know where theirs is.
It's in my binder. I can get it on the next break.
No,
Nothing.
that's nothing.
So you take another 1 on your max health down.
I'm at 2 HP.
And I think this. Okay, I know what he's gonna spend his turn doing.
Luke gets suspicious that Penny hasn't come back yet.
I mean, arguably, I haven't even gone through the, like, I had just entered. And then all this went down. Like,
No,
it
yeah.
hasn't been long.
So yeah, I think what he's gonna do is this technically causes damage, but that's not what he's aiming for right now. He's aiming for a specific
He's effectively trying to knock Penny out to a degree.
So this thing causes fear, you to make a resist fear check, but it also does psychic damage, basically. I'm gonna say he's not even trying to psychic damage, he's just trying to make you afraid.
So he needs to make a resist fear check.
Yeah, make a resist fear check as he just kind of reaches down and touches you. Now, Penny, where are you going? We're having so much fun.
Creepy.
Penalty die on my next fear from one of my old
Setbacks.
Setbacks, yeah. Is
Don't forget about whatever your fear
keeping
track.
calm is going to hurt me as well. So I'll lose one of these, but I gain a bonus because I have a +1 to fear right now.
You just put it there in the middle.
That's true, yeah.
An
I got-
opportunity.
You know what? I'll take that opportunity, and guess what? Put it towards my fooling around, because
Are
what
you
does it matter?
sure?
What matters? I'm going to die.
They could be nice. Give you a decent opportunity of Luke does come to help you something.
Yeah.
I don't think one opportunity is big enough for...
No, that's fair.
For Luke,
but-
but it could still be something.
He marked it.
What's the point of marking it off, though, if you're going to die?
What's the point at all? I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Because, again, your opportunity could have been something that helps you live. But if you mark that off and you die, there's no point in marking it off.
Yeah. Oh, well. It's fine.
And you do still have 6 luck that you haven't used any of.
Yeah, that's true.
I do forget about luck, yeah.
Mark a fear.
Yep.
And then it is technically your turn at this. So make another will check.
Which is now a DC of 3.
I'm trying to remember what I rolled last time.
I think it was just flat will.
That's 1 hit.
And 1 opportunity.
That fails again.
You could burn luck. Increase that hit.
Oh, I could, yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just burn a luck.
Well, it needs to get up to 3.
Oh, does it?
So
Yes.
how many luck would you exchange for that to succeed?
I thought it was 1 luck per hit.
I don't know if that is if it's a 1-for-1 like that.
You can spend luck for a +1 hit or a +1 opportunity.
Yeah,
Never
so you
mind,
would have
then
to
yeah.
spend 2.
And you've got 6. I would. Why not?
Because if you live, we can try to regain luck in the in-between acts.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll use that, so... Okay, yeah, I'll do luck enough to
Does
pass.
that mean you need to get rid of a fear? Or is that before?
No, this is just if he loses a max health or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to cash in that opportunity for your thing? Because I think you only need one
No,
more.
since I passed it,
Oh, okay.
I can't. So I do have an opportunity as well.
Think your opportunity is as you're crawling, you're heading towards the kitchen, and the kitchen is a place with
Weapons.
with knives, with pans. I think
Can't use right now.
No.
but he doesn't know that
False hope,
mechanically.
false hope.
No, yeah.
But I think that's your opportunity. Is like you kind of get a little surge of.
That fear kicks you in the ass and you start crawling a little faster.
Yeah. And I think the other opportunity is going to be he's going to keep playing with you instead of actually damaging you.
I only got 1 opportunity.
Well, yeah, but I feel like
Okay.
the two kind of combine and you're getting a little hope and he's getting a little cocky. So I think he's just going to do that modified fear touch on you again.
I like the way that sounded.
Bad
Yeah,
touch.
because
Bad
again,
touch.
usually it's like a psychic strike where it also does damage to
Oh,
you.
that's no longer a thing.
Because it's making you basically hallucinate your worst fears, sort of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Can I see the map of the pool house?
It's long out of order.
No, pool house is this one here.
No, that's
Oh,
the
that's the yard.
But doesn't have the pool. Oh, wait, no. The actual pool house.
Yeah.
Yes.
That shows where the pool house is in the yard, but the pool house
There you go.
itself. Okay. I'm just curious about the direction Penny
Yeah,
is
there
going.
is a big old window.
Yeah, it's just, isn't that the doorway out? Like, why would you not head that way if you were at the bedroom?
That's true.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
with the door of the bedroom facing into
And
the
he-
living room.
That's
fell
fair.
that
So
way,
yeah,
so
you're heading towards the door.
But I do know the kitchen's got knives. I did remember that. It doesn't matter. We're trying to go
Well,
outside.
if you wanted to, you could be like out the door, try and crawl, get a knife type thing if you're focused. Like you know you have access to weapons.
Yeah.
Or is it just let me try to crawl outside and maybe Luke will look outside and see me crawling across the patio?
Or get outside and yell.
And push through does what again?
In this case, you can choose to push through it before rolling your will check to increase the DC by 1. Whether you succeed or fail, you can make one movement and use your normal tough, speed, will, or smarts on one check before the start of your next turn.
Okay, so on my next turn, or whenever I have to make that will check, I'm going to try to push through. I don't think that'll work, actually.
But you can try.
You can try.
Alrighty, but I'm doing resist fear.
The resist fear, yeah.
One hit, one opportunity.
Mark another fear.
I
I think he's trying to look as if he ticks a box on his thing, if there's an Act 2 ability that'll help him right now. Or an Act 1 ability. Because, yeah, ticking it could be the difference between...
Yeah, I think I'm going to tick it.
Okay.
Because there is an Act 2 ability that might actually be able to help me.
Is it you get to use it right away?
No, it would be something I can use on my turn.
Well, it's your turn now, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
So, relatively right away.
What is the wording of that ability that you're trying to tick off again?
Fooling around.
Yes.
You learn from messing up. What did you ask?
What the wording is.
Oh,
Yeah. What
you
it
learn
is.
from messing up. When you fail to a check with opportunities, you may ignore those opportunities to tick an ability once. When you reach 5 ticks, you may pick an Act 2 ability from this archetype or 2 Act 1 abilities from this archetype.
Okay.
So that would be 5 if I did that,
Mm-hmm.
which means I would fail a fear. And yeah, I guess we'll try that. That might help. I went ahead and unlocked Lucky Discovery. When you use luck to add an item to the scene, treat that luck spent as if it was doubled. Hopefully on my turn I can use it to find something to help.
Say that again, though?
When you spend luck to add an item to the scene, treat that luck spent as if it was doubled.
Okay. And you got some luck to spend.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's a knife in the living room. May was doing.
May just secretly has an interest in throwing knives and obviously was using them for that.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead. And you said you're going to try and push through it?
Yeah, I'm going to try to push through it to see if I can do something.
Okay, which means that you'll be able to do something no matter what, but your will DC is now 5 instead of 4 to mark the health.
And will is +2. And what do I get a minus from that, right? Or no, the DC just goes up?
The DC
Yeah.
just goes
Okay.
up.
And you don't have anything on your...
You've been giving yourself a self-imposed penalty with your think clearly.
Yeah, that's right. I feel like with pushing through...
I feel like that negates that, yeah. Because
I feel like you might even be snapping out of your higher state at this point.
Okay.
I'm going to say you've snapped out of it because...
you're panicking. You're trying to survive at this point. You are fully involved in the situation.
Can I argue adaptable?
Yeah.
Would stubborn be hurting me here?
Or would stubborn be helping you?
Well, no, it's a negative.
Ah.
Yeah, I can't have it help me.
I don't think it would count as a penalty in this instance.
I
no.
don't think so, no.
Okay. Pushing through would weak hurt, though. Because I feel like that's physically... Well, no, because it's still a will...
still a will check.
It's a will check. I feel like physically, you definitely have a major wound right now with...
Fucking zip-zappity-zopped.
like, your heart is giving out.
Got a hell of an arrhythmia going on right
Yeah.
now.
So, mark that as a wound, bad heart,
Bad heart.
which I think adds a penalty.
Wounds. Let's look at wounds.
From zip-zap-zop.
That's not under my quick reference.
Wounds, minor wounds give a +1 penalty. Moderate wounds give a +2 penalty. Major wounds +3 penalty. They represent grievous harm and include injuries like broken legs, broken arms, and skull fractures. Moderate wounds include pains like twisted ankles, sprained wrists, and concussions.
Oh, wow.
And minor wounds are rolled ankles, jammed fingers, headaches.
So I guess technically you have a minor wound on a miss, but I didn't mechanically make that a fact.
Yeah. I mean, minor was also a rolled ankle.
Are we going to call this a major
Rolled
wound?
ankles, jammed fingers, headaches are minor wounds.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
I think this is a major wound, bud.
So all the penalty dice.
Oh, fuck.
3.
Yes. You can only have a max 3 of penalty or bonus, but yeah.
Good luck. The look Buzz just gave me is showing
Like, oh,
all
yes.
the black.
You're
in
gonna
his
give me
fucking
luck?
hand.
Oh, wow. That's just a hit.
That's just a hit.
A single hit.
That does not pass.
Luck.
That would be to burn this, to get into a DC 5 would be 4, but you have
It's
your double.
only to change the scene.
That's only to change the scene.
Oh,
yeah.
It's
so
not
it
on
would be
rules.
the
All
rest
4
of your luck to pass
But
this.
then I couldn't use my luck to create that
Yeah,
item
exactly.
to help me. And that was what I was going
So
for.
you'll be at 1 health. You are on death's fucking door.
We're gonna take it. We're going to take it and push through. I would like to use... I feel like 1 luck is enough to make it 2, to hope that there is a knife somewhere that I can grab.
You're getting out the door, though, aren't you?
Yeah, okay.
Actually,
Because again, this is to add an item to the scene. So respecting luck, I feel like randomly having a knife outside would be 2 luck, which would be 1 for you. So I can say that, logically, there's probably like, you've done cooking.
One of us was just like having breakfast or something out on the patio, didn't pick up after ourselves, sort of thing.
Yeah. So there's like a steak knife.
May was out there cutting up some fruit and cheese for breakfast.
Yeah.
Didn't bring it back in.
Or if you wanted to really spend your luck, I would say usually it would be the rest of your luck to say like Luke is the object that appears in the scene.
But spending 2 is the equivalent of spending 4 for Penny right now.
Yeah.
So you can choose knife or Luke. It might then put Luke in danger.
But you might survive this.
He might be able to just, like, pull you out.
Or Luke gets to watch me die and he can run away.
Yeah, because
Either
the
way-
other risk is if you bring Luke in, he might stop playing with you and be like, I gotta do my job. And shock you again, which will auto-kill you.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry.
I don't think I'm going to survive this no matter what happens.
We're trying, man.
But if Luke sees me die and sees what happens, he can warn y'all. So I think we're going to spend the 2 luck turning it to 4 to bring Luke in just so he can watch me die. Which is
So, yeah.
fucked, but overall will help in the end.
You just really wanted to kill yourself this time.
I did say I did want to die, yes.
You were
absolutely.
hoping for it. You really wanted to play with the after death mechanics.
I mean, yes, saying you're hoping to die, but you're like, well, I'm gonna actually charge for this and go for it. I'm not gonna make an effort to live. I'm just gonna make an effort to die.
Yeah.
So
I dug
yeah.
my own grave here.
Penny's dragging
Intentionally.
himself out the front door so Luke can see you.
Yeah. And Luke's like coming out, maybe going back to sit on the
Patio.
patio, on the pool chair, and
feel like
in the
there's-
distance sees you calling, kind of stands up.
I think I stood like I pushed through, so I was able to
Yeah,
get up,
So yeah,
right?
you at least stumble outside.
So I feel like I'm trying to like I see him, and I'm trying to yell at him to run or something, like get away before I get zapped, and then
Zip,
dead.
zap, zopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Luke now entering initiative is different in Slash. It can be thematic initiative, like we're doing right now, of the killer always goes first, then the victim. Or we can roll speed. Right now I'm doing it thematic because it felt right for the moment.
No, that's fair.
So the killer will go first, then Penny, then Luke. I feel like that's the most thematic order here.
Luke is the furthest away.
Say,
Luke is
also
the furthest away. I'm gonna say Luke spends his whole turn trying to run up to you, because he doesn't even see the other person. He sees you stumbling out, and then because you're done pushing through it at that point, crawling.
He fucking just flops on the
Yeah.
ground. Yeah.
So his whole turn is just running up to you, and
As I'm telling him to run away.
yeah.
But you're probably still winded because you got the shit shocked out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
3 times.
Yeah, you're like somewhat burned
Yeah.
as you are after electrocution.
Yeah.
So yeah, just running towards you. Penny, what's going on? And then Batty comes on out and is kind of just whistling. Going, 2-for-1 special. And is going to get closer to you. God. Now that there's someone else here, I don't know if he would just try to do the fear thing. I think he'd still try to do the fear thing, but actually make it hurt.
So
I'm not trying to be unfair. I'm trying to think as this villain, knowing what his motives are.
Mm-hmm. So it's a resist fear from me.
At least a resist fear.
Cool.
Yeah.
Those are gonna stay. Those will stay. That's gone. All right. Oof, fucking fantastic.
One hit.
No,
Two
there's a double hit in there.
Yes, but I got a miss.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, 1 hit and 2
Setbacks.
setbacks. I'm dead. Because you said it's 2 damage, right?
Yeah, the damage is 2 or 4 on a crit. Technically, he has to roll to hit, but the DC is 0. Because you can't dodge right now.
Wait, but it's a fear thing. I'm resisting fear.
No, so it's like you roll to hit, but while he wasn't doing damage, I wasn't making him do that.
Oh, okay.
But if he's doing damage, I am going to make him roll to hit.
Okay, so then yeah, he needs to roll.
Not
Here.
on the wood.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fucking...
That's
a
a 3.
hit.
That's a crit.
And a setback for.
And a setback.
That's
So-
not a crit. Because I rolled a 1.
On
And
his
so he
resist
got
fear.
only 2 above mine.
Got it.
Still enough to kill me.
Yeah.
Yes. Mark of fear as you die.
That's so important.
But he touches you and you feel this intense pain and you're looking at him. You kind of roll over to look at him and you see he's wearing sunglasses, but he kind of pushes them down and you see something as you're about to die and pieces start to click together for you as you die.
I was gonna say, I feel like more of a gurgled noise comes out than anything else right now.
That's fair. I do want to point out in O Death, it says you die when your max health reaches 0 or when you're in a scenario that instantly kills you. And when you do die, the spotlight is on you. Describe your last moments and take a last breath, an action you make right as you're about to die. You might make one last attack on the killer, toss a crucial item to your friend, or say an epic zinger. It can be any action, but afterwards you die immediately. So he does get one final action.
And as you do, what happens? And you know what? I know we talked about one thing, but you
Do
can
I
say the thing if you want to say the thing.
Alrighty.
As your epic.
I gotta deliver this. So good.
As you're dying, as you feel your heart giving out, you look at what you're seeing. And I've told you what you're seeing. You can describe what you're seeing.
I think it's more so what what he was gonna originally say instead of describing what he sees. Mm-hmm. Just because I think it'll be funny.
I meant to the audience.
Oh, to the audience?
But we can describe after so you can have your zinger.
Okay. So yeah, he's just laying there on his dying bed. Deathbed.
Yep.
Floor. Ground. And chokes out just a teddy bear as he dies.
And what Penny was seeing is this face taken over by this encroaching blackness. Half of one eye was dark, but the other eye has tears coming from it. And it is undeniably the eye of your friend Teddy. Luke wails, but I think the setback from Killer's
Attack roll.
attack roll is that Luke gets away. Luke runs, gets away undamaged, and he can't then attack Luke and hurt Luke. Penny is dead. So anyway, guys, let's talk about the after death mechanic.
Playing after death. Some of your survivors aren't coming home after the horror. This player's death is a natural part of Slash. But it's also not fun to sit around dead for the next few hours while your friends finish up the horror. Fortunately for you, death isn't the end. You'll get to stick around as a voice from beyond, which lets you affect the world of living in subtle ways. Playing a voice is simple. After death, you appear to living survivors as a ghost, a hallucination, or a, quote, voice in the head. Or whatever else fits with the horror. Your power in this state depend on why you appeared, but you're usually able to talk to survivors or a survivor, and usually aren't able to go off on your own. That would spoil the surprise. Thus, you'll spend your time offering advice, quips, and suggestions to help your friends make it out alive. Or you could act to condemn them to their fate. Nobody said you had to be a friendly ghost. You also get these 3 actions. Evoke a trait, a usually charm check to bring about a trait in a survivor, such as angry or energized. Explain how you evoke the trait, and if you succeed, the survivor counts as having this trait until the end of the round. Offer insight, a usually smarts check to look around or recall information which you relay to a survivor. And twist fate, an action you take immediately after a survivor or the director make a check. Reroll a die in the check, potentially changing the result. You can take these actions at any time during an action sequence, even in the middle of a turn, and can affect any character as long as you explain how you do it. Use smarts and charm scores you had while alive in these checks. And I'll let you have that piece of paper, Mars, since you are dead now.
Mars, I'm gonna send you something real quick.
Okay.
Again, he just was like, no, I'm gonna run to death. Fuck living, I'm going to die.
It was all part of the plan.
Penny's insecurities finally got the best of him.
They can't leave me behind if I leave them behind.
Suicide by murderer.
Damn.
Okay, question. So it says specifically in there that the after death person can talk to survivors. Mm-hmm. Are we then saying that so Penny would not be able to talk to like any of the NPCs, May and stuff?
Correct, because it is capital S survivor, which is the word for playable characters in this game.
You know what? My ability doesn't say that survivor has to be alive.
Yeah, I mean, if
hallucination Penny can help.
I was about to say, if Ghost Penny is helping you, yeah.
Which means you can add clue dice to ability things to do whatever of the 3 things it says you can do.
So you guys are coming down the hill after that heavy fucking scene.
We're still heading on down. Noah's got his big walking stick. May's probably leading the pack by now, so no one gets left behind. Ben and Calvin are probably at the back, holding hands down the trail.
And as you are reaching the end, you hear screaming, "Oh my god! Oh my god, guys!"
Do we see Luke running?
Yeah,
towards
you
us?
see Luke
like,
looking pale, looking terrified.
What's
wrong?
going on?
Penny, and he's crying.
Oh, it's like what happened with Penny? Like
there was some guy that had like a weird look, and he just touched Penny, and Penny.
What?
Penny's dead.
What?
What guy? What?
I don't know. I didn't.
I don't breathe. Just take a minute, bud.
If you read, Noah's gonna put like a hand on your shoulder and everything. Like, wait a minute. What do you mean Penny died? What guy? What?
He was wearing a hat, and he had weird something going on with his hand, and he touched Penny, and then Penny was dead. He just touched him, and he hurt him before because Penny was crawling, and he didn't look good, and he was like burned. And
wait, where is Penny? Where is he?
By the pool house.
I don't know why you're going to do this, Noah, but I guess Noah's going to start heading that way.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, safety in numbers, I guess. And yeah, if there's someone here, we need to stick together and need to go get Penny.
Yeah, I feel like it's not, I'm not doubting about Luke or anything, but it's like, no, Penny's not really dead, even if there is somebody here.
This is a weird prank, bro.
No, not even that.
No,
it's
yeah.
just more so like, maybe Penny's just knocked out. We need
Yeah.
to go get him.
Yeah.
So they all start rushing in that direction.
You guys all start running.
Swift jogging.
Hobbling.
Yeah.
And you see there on the ground, because what ultimately killed him was the psychic damage, I think bleeding out of his ears a little bit, aneurysm style, you see Penny's body.
Is there any sign of killer person? Just Penny body? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go run up to that and, like, check for a pulse and shit.
No pulse.
Do we have to resist fear for seeing
Absolutely.
seeing our best friend's dead body?
And I'm gonna say it's higher than the normal scene dead body check. Because it is...
Penny.
Yeah.
May is fine, though.
She's calm, cool,
May hates me.
collected.
It's okay.
May doesn't hate you. May loves you.
Can y'all share the dice again, please?
No, we needed it for our sadness.
So that's will again, right?
Yes, a resist fear check is a will check.
So I need 2.
Sorry, I was trying to
No,
get
you're fine.
I need a bonus.
I don't get anything.
Is resourceful or perceptive coming into play here?
I don't
Does-
think so.
Does protective come in at all? Pause or neg?
Negative protective, I think.
You failed at
Would-
protecting.
Yeah.
Potentially questioning be a negative in here. Just that
I
kind
could
of
see
doubt.
that, yeah.
Okay.
That's an opportunity.
I have 2 opportunities. And a
Okay,
hit and
both
a-
of you mark fear.
Already done, yep.
But I don't want it. No.
I think your first opportunities are gonna be the same. Is you notice electric burns, because all you knew was that he touched him and he died. It didn't look like he didn't see any of the electricity shit.
Just knew that Penny was burned, but
Yeah.
didn't have enough time to process how that burn looked. Yeah.
Yes, but your opportunity is you identify it as electric burns.
Jesus Christ.
And your second opportunity,
Artemis, because I only
Artemis.
got one. You don't have to roll another resist fear about electrocution.
actually, yeah, honestly, yeah, because I think your friend dying by electrocution would be a resist fear check, but I'm not gonna make you, and I think that's your other opportunity. Yeah,
That was quite fitting.
Like, not a immediate
just,
resist.
just,
Yeah.
just right now, yeah, about it. Because you're still just overtaken with the fact your bestie died, not that, oh, you also died via my phobia.
yeah. Luke is on the side, completely inconsolable. May looks stricken. Ben is crying.
I feel like Noah is still on the check pulse, trying to listen for breathing, even CPR a little bit going on, you know?
Yeah, you're just cracking some ribs, but nothing actually helping.
No. What are those called? Is there an AED machine in there?
I'm gonna doubt that. No.
That'd be some luck. And it'd be like in the storage in the basement, but you'd have to spend, I'd say, at least 3 luck to have a fucking, and that wouldn't guarantee it worked.
No, just we have one.
Yeah, no, I think after a minute it's going to admit defeat, and he's just, like, kneeling there with, like, this blank, shocked look on his face of just complete disbelief and just not proper, like, this surely still isn't real, as I'm staring at Penny's body and listening to everybody else cry and being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think Calvin, for a minute, is just, like, shell-shocked himself, kind of
word.
processing everything, doesn't know where to go, what to do first, and it's just like, oh, let's at least get Penny inside, and then we need to call the mainland to get someone sent out here. That's I'm gonna go do that. And he's just kind of at a loss and like heads inside to get whatever phone, walkie, radio that they have to contact the mainland of, hey, Mayday, someone died, we need help.
You go back into the house and you realize all the lights are off.
Fantastic.
And you're like, oh, it doesn't immediately occur to you, so you just kind of reach to flip
Flick
one
on a
on.
light, yeah.
Does not come on.
I think Noah just kind of stands up a little bit like, May, can and just motions kind of helplessly at...
Yeah, picks up Penny very carefully.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll be...
I think goes and lays him on the couch.
Yeah, everybody going back in with Calvin.
Puts a blanket on him.
The power's out again.
Let's go turn on the...
Is that affecting the phone?
I imagine it would be more of a radio than a phone.
Yeah.
And phones generally often aren't connected to the same electrical sources.
It depends on how it's
Hooked up.
wired in, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, tests. Because I imagine the radio is like in the kitchen type area for easy access. But I assume it's not working.
You would have to make a smarts check to get it to work. It's not like completely fried or anything, but it is... I'm going to say this is one that can work plugged in or not, but you need a little bit of like knowledge to be able to...
You need to know how to use batteries.
I feel like we were given a rundown of how to use it.
Oh, absolutely. It's not a high smarts check. It's a DC 1.
Okay. Does any of my shit come into play?
I think maybe positive protective, because you're...
Trying to get help to us, yeah.
I'm sure you'll pass, but could I use an evoke a trait to give you, like, technician or whatever to help you fix it?
I don't know.
Wait, is it evoke a trait that you don't have? I thought it was evoke a trait that you have.
No, it's just evoke a...
Yeah, it's just evoke a trait in
Such
someone.
as angry or energized, explain how you evoke the trait, and if you succeed, the survivor counts to having the
This is how I get my
trait
infinite traits.
until the end of the round.
Yeah.
So you only get it
like
for this.
a temporary use, yeah.
Okay. And I thought it was like... Normally you wouldn't get resourceful here because whatever reason, but then Penny goes, no, I'm invoking resourceful for them. And
No, it looks like I can just give you random ass traits
Yeah.
for a moment.
That's
Okay.
how I'm interpreting that.
So
yeah.
I just need... It's a charm check. I don't get to add any of my traits, do I?
Adaptable.
I didn't know if I could add my traits to this since I'm dead.
I don't know. It says you add the things you had in life.
It explicitly says you use your charm and your smarts because those
Yeah.
are usually what the checks are. It doesn't say anything about.
Okay, then yeah,
my
I'm gonna
traits.
say no traits when you're dead.
Okay, so I just need 3 of these.
And then I know with help action, is that what we're gonna call this as? Because it's a charm check, but we have to set the DC to that effectively. And normally a help check, the DC is the person you're helping.
It's not
I
giving
need
me,
to find that
I
move.
was say it's not giving me any
It's
information
the
on
person
what.
you're
No, I know.
helping.
It's something minus their charm.
Yeah.
a charm check with DC equals 4 minus the target's charm.
Oh, well, if it's 4 minus my charm, since you're helping me, that's a 1.
Okay.
For a DC, and then on a success, you're going to get an extra skill dice. And on a critical success, you get +1 hit.
But I feel
But
like
in
this
this
instead,
term,
it just gives the,
you a bonus for trait.
Yeah.
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 That's 3.
Nice.
So I think you're kind of doing that, and it could just be
I just feel like I've heard Penny bitch about something like this in the past earlier when it wasn't working. It's like, no, you just have to wiggle this here and fix this wire. Come on.
You've got this.
That one's cocked. It was going to be nothing either way, so I get a hit.
that's the DC. It starts.
But yeah, once it kind of comes on, he's just like, Mayday, SOS from insert name of island they're on, whatever side island they're on, to mainland. We have someone killed. We need help.
Yeah.
Send help immediately.
You hear. This is mainland to.
Insert
the
island name here.
I'd
yeah.
make one up, but I don't want to.
No, yeah,
it's a
no.
real place.
No, it's fine.
You said somebody's injured or dead?
One of our friends is dead. We need help.
It's a little while. Are you safe currently?
I don't know. Someone else said he was attacked.
Insert island name. We're gonna get to you as soon as we can, but there's a storm brewing.
Oh, of course.
Fucking course there is.
It's a horror movie, guys!
I know.
Not
I
gonna be that
know.
easy.
There's a storm brewing. We don't know when we can get to you.
Well, sooner over later, please, because we don't know if the rest of us are in danger or not.
Absolutely, we will do everything we can. However, this storm's looking like a rough one. For now, stay where you are, stay huddled up, stay with your friends. We don't need you in danger because of the storm. We'll get there as soon as we can.
Got it.
Can we hear the radio from in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Noah screams, "Fucking damn it! Are you fucking kidding me?"
So yeah, probably just like... No, you don't really hang up a radio, but hangs up the radio a little more aggressively than necessary. Doesn't turn it off because they need to be able to hear it if it comes through again, but... Okay. So we're on our own. We all... Fuck! I know. We all need to stay together. We need to pull supplies together, watch each other's backs. No one goes anywhere alone.
No, definitely not.
And we just need to find a place that is defensible that we can stay until help gets here.
Smaller rooms is the better. Less windows, less doors, things we can block.
Basement?
I don't want to get trapped down there. There's no I don't want to get trapped down there, period. But there's no secondary exit.
But that's kind of what we're avoiding. We don't want a secondary exit because that's a secondary entrance.
Yeah, I was just thinking one place to defend, May says.
But also nowhere to run from if whoever did this to Penny shows up.
How about the upstairs bedroom with the small balcony? Harder for anybody to enter that way.
And we know we can safely jump in the pool from there.
Yeah. If we need to get out quickly.
That...
Can I see that map for that room, please?
Zaps the fuck out of you in the pool.
Yeah.
Like, not that you know, but...
Well,
It's one of those, okay, we throw the fucking mattress into the pool and try to land on it, but we know we can at least reach the pool from the balcony.
well, I mean, it's got a window in there, so that's not ideal, but that's still on us on the third floor, so still harder to get to.
Yeah. So, we stick together, we gather the supplies we can, and we hole up in that room.
Food, water, obviously,
And weapons.
and weapons.
It says I can just talk.
Yeah, you appear to survivors if you want.
And there is supernatural shit going here if you want to full on be a ghost.
With your unfinished business.
It's up to you how you want to appear. Voice in their head, hallucination.
We already know we're hallucinating shit at this point. Calvin's still not sure it was a hallucination. He swears he saw a fucking snake.
I could technically share the information that I have gathered as well.
Yes.
But do you want to do that right this second while you're gathering up, or do you want to wait till it?
Well, one of them was like gathering up weapons and whatnot. He could bring up the idea of all of your things that you could use as weapons are missing. And, you know...
That's true.
Get the knives from the kitchen.
Well,
And be careful about your water. It might be spiked with Ambien.
I didn't even think about that, so I don't know if...
Penny.
Luke is distraught. Luke hasn't said anything about like why Penny was in the pool house.
yeah. That's going to be. We need to question Luke, but let's get the
But we
defensible
need
place
to
first.
get somewhere safe
Yeah.
before
Yeah,
we sit down and do that.
Let's get people up there. I'll bring Luke, May says.
No. Again, nobody's separating. We're
All
all going
of-
to stay a group.
All of us stay together.
Okay. Knives, food, water, and kitchen. Is that radio able to move?
Is the radio able to move? I imagine not.
No.
Unfortunately, no.
That's not ideal.
No.
I say we all go down to the basement for now to go get things from the storage room. I know there's, heavy things, there's supplies, there's emergency kits in the storage room. I think we need to go get those quick. And if we all stay together.
We all stay together. 2 of us stay at the doorway at the top of the stairs.
Yes.
But
Keep
come
an
running
eye out.
down if anything happens.
But also be there to warn if we see anything.
Yeah.
While everyone else gets in the storage room.
Okay.
Hell, and the gyms down there, we can get fucking 3 and 5 pound weights to use as weapons.
Yeah. We'll just throw weights at whoever did this.
I don't know what we're up against.
I
right
don't
now.
know.
We can cave his fucking skull in.
There you go. I assume that was also May.
That was May. Look, May and Penny weren't close, but she's pissed her friend is dead.
No, that's fair.
Are there any loose weights? Can you use one as a discus?
Yeet.
But yeah, who are the 2 going down? Who are the 2 staying on the stairs.
Oh, there's 5 of us.
Yeah, there's 5 of us.
Who are the people going down who's staying on the...
Well, Luke shouldn't be on lookout duty because
No.
he's kind of catatonic at the moment.
Yeah.
But maybe he should stay upstairs just in general. Like, sitting by the door, not
He
so much...
can sit halfway up the stairs.
That's
Yeah.
a good... Yeah.
He's in the middle of us, so he doesn't get attacked, but he's just out of the way in the middle of us on the stairs. I feel like our strong ones need to be the ones in the storage room getting stuff.
Yeah.
So that's going to be May, definitely. I only have a 2
I was about to say, and Ben, probably.
2
But
and tough.
Yeah. May and Ben go down. You guys stand at the top of the stairs, probably looking at Luke, who's...
Not only looking at Luke.
Well, no.
but yeah, keeping an eye on Luke. And
Who's
also,
kind of walking.
Yeah. I think Noah's got some jitters going on, but he is still watching. He is still on alert and everything.
yeah, there's a part of Calvin that wants to comfort his friend, but also is on high alert for this mystery person who killed Penny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you're, like, looking, you hear Luke go, Ambien.
What?
And you both look back to him as he speaks.
What about Ambien, bud?
Penny's Ambien was missing. He thought maybe one of you hid it.
I didn't take his Ambi.
I didn't touch it.
He was looking for it. That's why he was in the pool house.
He thought May took it?
Maybe he was just looking everywhere for it. He seemed pretty shaken up when he got back from the hike.
He seemed fine
why?
when we found him.
He was saying he was fine, but he was really pale and he had this faraway look in his eye, and I don't know. I just Ambien. That's why he was there. That's what he was looking for. It was missing.
Okay.
That's weird,
Yeah.
because I know May wouldn't take it.
No.
Calvin and I did, or I am Calvin. Ben and I didn't take it.
I didn't
I
touch
assume
it.
you didn't. Yeah.
No.
So maybe this mystery person took it for some reason.
Did a fucking druggie break in here for some Ambien and killed Penny?
I'm still hung up on how someone else got to the island without us noticing, but it is a big island. Maybe they came in somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, puddle hopped whatever fuck from another place. Not. Is this an entirely private island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know, said, oh, that's a pretty island. Let's go there for a hike for the day. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like there's security watching people come in and out of it or anything.
Yeah. Do I nothing happening out there in the room?
So as you turn back around, because you were
I
focused.
was about to say, there was never fully eyes away from the
Yeah.
outside. It was a glance at Luke,
You're
glance
looking
back
at,
out,
like-
glance at Luke, glance back out.
Agreed.
The living room or outside?
Well, okay, where's the
Yeah,
basement?
where's the
Mav?
basement?
How do we
where's-
get to the basement?
Where's the entrance to the basement? Where's the first floor?
I have the first floor here, I think. No, it's the
No,
second.
I do.
That's the second floor to basement.
Okay, so
We can see the living room.
I feel like we would have had an agreement of like, I'm looking one way, you're looking the other. So it's either out towards the porch or out into the living room.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's ever looking at the living room? Tell me who.
I don't care. Rock, paper, scissors?
Sure.
Rock, paper, scissors, go, or rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Okay, I thought that was going to go on for a bit longer.
It usually does.
Yeah.
Okay, guess I'm looking at the living room.
Okay. Now it's dark.
No, yeah. It's still light out.
it's time.
Yeah, it's. Well, remember you woke up at like noon. You were gone for a few hours, so
That's
it's
fair. Sunsetish time.
yeah. It's
But
not
it's
like
still
dark,
summer. The day's
Yeah.
gonna be long.
but it's dark. But suddenly you see a figure behind the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Put a hand on Penny, and this is probably when you're like about to move or about to say something.
Mm-hmm.
You look up again. There's a hat. You can only see the face. You see the weirdness of that Luke described of the hand, and it's like, see you soon, and disappears with Penny's body.
What the fuck?
what?
Make a resist fear check.
There was about to be a hey, get away from what the fuck?
Yeah. Noah jumps and like whips around. Like what? What is it?
Okay, resist fear. I don't get a bonus. Protective, yay or nay? And by yay or nay, I mean pos or neg.
I feel like negative given your friend's body was just taken.
I feel like vindictive is also working against me right now. That's a hit.
Not enough for this unexplainable thing you just saw.
Twist of Fate just states an action you take immediately after a survivor or the director makes a check. Reroll a die in the check, potentially changing the result.
Okay, I have a nothing that could give me a setback or a miss. I have a setback that could give me a setback, a miss, or a nothing. And I have an opportunity that could give me either more hits or setbacks or hits and setbacks.
Yeah.
But these
Probably
two are
the
canceling-
skill dice.
Yeah, right now those are canceling each other out. So it could give me another
make it
hit,
worse.
but then it would give me at least one setback.
Yeah. I'll leave it alone if that's what you want or would prefer.
For now, I think leaving that's
I was
kind
say,
of
I
the
don't
best
think-
option
yeah.
for
I could possibly hurt you more than
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
else.
Do you have to mark a fear now?
I did.
Oh, okay. Okay, but yeah, Noah's going, what? What is it? What?
Someone just disappeared with Penny's body.
I will look towards the couch.
Penny's gone.
What the fuck?
Some dude in a dark hat put a hand on him, said "see you soon," and then disappeared.
What the fuck? Like, ran out the door?
No, just blink, gone.
He went poof.
For lack of a better word, yes.
I'm gonna hold up my stick that I still have, kind of inch over to get a better look at the couch. Not super far, but just to make sure, like, I don't know, somehow Penny's body rolls off the couch.
No.
Okay, can I do my eye for detail, make a check to look around, ask a question about your surroundings thing? What would that be? Would that be smart, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wait, do I roll? It says when I make a check. Doesn't that usually mean a roll?
Yes, you can make a smarts check to look at your surroundings.
Okay. Can I have perceptive in there?
Yes.
I got 3 opportunities and a hit.
So what's the wording of your...
Ability.
When you make a check to look around, ask a question about your surroundings. The director must answer truthfully.
Okay.
Do I see any indication of something that would have helped a person disappear? An unnoticed trapdoor before? You know, open window, open door somewhere over there. Just something that, more in a logical explanation, would say why this person has appeared and disappeared.
You see no logical explanation how that could have happened, especially so quick.
Okay.
Like, obviously, he could have taken him out, like, the back door, but there's no way it could have been quick
That
enough.
quick.
In a blink.
The back door would have taken him by me as well, and I was looking that way.
The back door.
To the patio.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
porch.
still would have had to been drag him through the living room, drag him through the kitchen, drag him through the, like, I would have watched that happen.
Yeah.
And that's where the what are you doing or like, you know.
Yeah.
And that includes, like, underneath the couch I would have kind of
Yes.
been looking at.
No trap door, no...
Trapdoor to the from the living room would go down to the basement.
Theoretically.
That would
Possibly,
be in
unless there's
so
some
much
kind of
danger.
weird...
That's true. Yeah.
Weird, like, subfloor.
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Gonna retreat back to the door with Calvin. That shouldn't be possible. There was nothing over there.
I'm well aware that that shouldn't be possible, bud, but that's what happened. He poke and disappear.
Luke looks at you guys, and I need you both to make a fear check as you suddenly see blood pouring out of your friend's eyes with completely empty eye sockets as he's like, I don't understand what's happening.
Wait a minute. I have 3 opportunities.
Oh, that's true.
What are your opportunities?
You had to think of 3 of them.
Or one big one.
Or one big
Yeah.
one, I suppose, yeah.
I have 2 opportunities for you. One takes one of your opportunities, and I think the other will take 2.
Okay.
One opportunity is the next time you use your clue ability and you look for a clue or something, whether it be looking for a clue or using your core ability, you get an auto hit. Additionally to whatever else you have regarding that. So anything involving like looking for a clue, looking around,
Using clue. Okay.
yeah, you get an auto hit.
I'm finally getting some clues.
And the second opportunity that is going to take both is I'm going to give you an extra luck.
Ooh.
I think
That's
that's
nice.
well worth 2 opportunities.
Not that I've used any
I was
of
about to
my
say the
luck.
only one that hasn't actually spent luck yet, but yeah.
I haven't had to roll a whole lot yet.
No, that's fair.
But
You
hey,
can still use luck to change scenes and stuff.
that's
We
true.
We just
I'm
don't do
changing
that
the
as
scene.
often.
I do see the trapdoor now. I suddenly exist.
I see the puff of smoke, and I see him out the window.
The shitty magician.
He just turned himself fucking invisible. Him and Penny invisible. He's still standing there.
Oh god.
Just doing a little jig now.
Doing the Macarena.
Fuck you, Dan.
Penny's body slung over his shoulder.
As he walks out the door.
But anyway.
But okay, cool. Help me
So-
remember I have fucking luck to use.
No, yeah. So resist fear check as Luke starts looking like he's bleeding out the eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, I get a penalty die just from my fear track.
DC 3.
Do any of traits come into
0
play?
bonus.
Would insightful help me at all?
I think insightful would hurt you, but protective would hurt. Insightful would help you. Protective would hurt you.
Would perceptive hurt or help me?
I think perceptive would help you. But you get why I say protective would hurt you with your friend.
No, yeah. That's a miss and 3 opportunities.
Ooh.
Woo!
Mark of fear.
I'm wondering about my imitative. Because what, in this situation, things are so out of control. He is going to be pulling on different traits and scenarios and characteristics to try to handle.
Like May's cool-headedness. and-
Yeah. stuff
Okay,
like
I'll let
that.
your imitative come into play then, too.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
You're drawing on May's...
May's cool-headedness.
Penny's masking, even though Penny is no longer with us.
Yeah, a little bit. So, and that's what he does.
I can give you masking if you'd like.
Elvin's calming presence.
Yeah, and that's how I view his imitative. It's like he's basically trying on different hats, but depending on what the situation calls for and everything. Okay, I've got 3 hits, and that cancels each other out with an opportunity and a setback.
3 was the DC. You do not completely flip out.
Yay!
But you both still see this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just like, Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck is happening?
What?
Luke, what the hell? What
Why
the
are you-
hell's go-
Are you okay? You're...
Watch,
No, I'm not okay. My friend just died.
watch the door, Calvin. He's gonna like creep down the stairs and start like touching Luke to see if he actually feels blood.
You feel blood.
I feel blood.
You feel blood.
I feel blood. Oh my god.
Can you get a whisper of "it's not real" from the Penny from the other side?
You know what? Yeah.
Cool.
You kind of just hear, don't trust it. It's not real.
He can whisper.
Oh,
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
You do that.
He's allowed to be
Yeah. You do it.
I'm not real anymore.
Yeah, you do it.
So,
However
yeah,
Penny would say
It's
it.
just a faint. It's not like an actual like right next to you, but it's like a faint whisper. It's not fully formed or
It's like
anything.
a voice on the wind.
Yeah, it's not. It's not real.
I think Calvin, you're not. I'm not Calvin. You're
No,
Calvin.
I'm Calvin.
for sure.
I'm Calvin.
I thought I was about to hear Saxon.
I'm Spartacus.
I'm wearing the Calvin hat. It's fine. Now I'm Calvin.
Trying to exude that calming presence.
Okay, so with my 3 hits, what did that make me realize with that?
That just means you didn't mark fear.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just resisted
Okay.
the fear. You still see it. You're just
But
not
I think
terrified
with
about
the
it.
whisper, even if that does freak you out,
Yeah, I mean, I oh god, I'm gonna have to make something to not fucking fall down the stairs when I jump on the stairs, don't I?
yeah,
Okay, what do I roll?
that's either tough or I'm gonna say speed.
Oh, I don't want speed. Okay, so that's one skill, 2 penalties, because I've got a penalty to my next 2 speed checks, and then a penalty with my fucking clumsy. I'm gonna tumble down the stairs, guys, and break my neck.
What'd you get?
A miss and an opportunity.
So you now have a minor wound.
Ouchies.
Do you want to do Twist of Fate to re-roll one of your dice? Potentially changing the result.
You can re-roll the miss and potentially be no worse off than you already are. Or at least
Yeah,
not get
because
the
at
full
best
miss.
you can get 1 hit. Like if you roll the double hit one, you can get 1 hit, which you would still fall.
Yeah, but maybe not actually make it a wound.
Maybe not, but at the very least it wouldn't. I was about to make you do either a minor or a moderate. At most you'd get a minor if you just got 1 hit.
Okay. I don't think the TikTok one works here, where it's just I have to be in immediate danger. Like, I'm in danger of falling down the stairs, but I don't think that's gonna work.
You don't think that's quite dangerous enough to qualify?
Yeah, and it says to smarts and will anyway.
Yeah.
So.
So you
And I
hear.
didn't add any clues, so I don't have any of that.
But yeah, you can re-roll a die with that. You just hear that it's not real, and then feel a ghost of a hand as you start to fall, as he tries to keep you from falling.
Bye, Penny.
I'm trying to materialize, okay?
He hasn't been dead for long. He's still figuring it out.
Nope, now I've got a setback.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Then with
They
that
also could have chosen to re-roll the miss instead of that one.
with
and
that,
possibly landed on another miss or a setback.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
with both a miss and the setback, I'm gonna say it is a moderate wound. You really fuck up your ankle.
Penny accidentally
You-
shoves instead of catches.
Yeah, I think sprain was the moderate, so
Just, it's really, I have to put so much force into materializing, just my voice alone.
but yeah, you sprain your ankle.
Trying to reach out and grab might have just kind of pushed slightly.
Let me, okay. So a moderate wound gives a +2 penalty dice to anything? Or just...
I would argue whatever roll
I would-
like
Yeah, argue whatever. Like, it depends on the wound. Like, anything meant, like, a concussion, that would affect everything. But your ankle, I feel like that would only affect, like, tough and speed checks.
Maybe if the pain gets bad enough, maybe hard time focusing, but
okay.
which I think is the idea is that the pain does make it hard to focus
Yeah.
on even like mental checks.
That's
Yeah.
fair. So, yes, by technicality, by raw, I think it's just all checks, yes.
Yeah. Because even the ones that wouldn't affect you, like, majorly, I think it would be because the pain.
Here's an example, too. Ankle, like, rolled sprain. Penalty to running, dodging, moving nimbly. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily have to affect my tough,
okay.
then.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily. I think I'll do it by a case by case. Speed automatically. Anything speed is going to take it, but anything else is going to be situational. Because, again, I am going to factor in that the more you use it, the more pain there will be.
Yeah.
So, like, deeper and deeper into the act, the longer you walk on this wound, I might have it start affecting other checks because of the pain. Does that make sense?
It does, and that brought up something I actually didn't think about earlier. Logically, I feel like he would have an ankle brace because he has ankle issues.
Yeah.
And he's going to go somewhere where he's going to be physical quite a lot.
Yeah.
So possibly could I have an ankle brace? Obviously, that's not going to really offset it too much, but maybe stop it from necessarily getting worse.
I will stop it from becoming, like, a major...
Okay.
Like, expounding too much. And I will also make it where the pain doesn't affect you as quickly as it might have before.
Okay.
Like, it might be into Act 3 instead of near the end of Act 2 that you actually start feeling it.
Okay. But I still have to stop by my room and get that.
Yeah, but you fall down the stairs, you really get your ankle. It's that thing where, like, you kind of hear the pop.
Ow! Fuck!
But I will say, as you look back up, Luke's eyes are normal. Mm-hmm. No trace of anything. Calvin, you're still seeing the eyes.
Yeah. But again, it's just like half still looking outside, glancing back at Luke, mortified that his eye holes are bleeding.
Yeah, look back up at Luke as he doesn't holding my ankle, but look back up at Luke like, you're not covered in blood anymore.
I was never covered in blood.
You were covered in blood. I could feel the blood on you. And then I heard Penny saying it's not real. And now you're not covered in blood.
What? Calvin, he looks at you like, what the fuck? You still see the blood.
It's like, I still see the blood. You're bleeding out of your eyeballs right now. Your lack of eyeballs.
He's not bleeding out of his eyeballs. There's no blood.
I don't believe.
Well, I don't know. I saw a scorpion earlier and you guys said there wasn't a scorpion. I'm telling you right now, there's no blood. Do I roll something for convincing?
Roll a smarts check. Not Calvin roll it.
Oh, okay.
And I'll say you can add a bonus die just by two people you trust telling you.
Confidant to Noah, even though it's going the other way right now.
Yeah.
Two setbacks.
We're rolling like shit.
I don't want to keep using that ability.
The blood seems to get worse, and there are now snakes coming out of it.
No! It's like,
Volibus is fierce.
Nope. Even if this is fake, I don't like it. I assume none of my shit comes into play.
I don't think so.
No, that's fair. An opportunity. Because my hit and miss cancel.
Okay, Mokafia.
Yep.
And your opportunity is you stop seeing the shit.
Okay, it's like, Jesus, nope, don't like it, don't like it, don't like it. It's just kind of like peeks back, it's like, okay, you're you again for now.
We are fucking hallucinating.
Yep.
Does Ambi cause hallucinations?
Yes, in very rare cases, and usually with continual abuse of Ambien, it can cause hallucinations.
But not likely to be causing hallucinations.
Not likely,
right now.
and definitely, it's rare enough to happen even without the abuse that all of you experiencing this would be.
And especially like similar or same
Yeah.
hallucinations.
Yeah. Okay. But we're still hallucinating. I don't know what's causing this, but we're hallucinating.